So we're ready to start rigging right now. I'm using file snark_geo.max. If you want to use your own character, feel free to do so. I've got one or two things left just to clean up on this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab all of the geometry in the scene that's already named and everything. I'm just going to go to the Utilities tab, hit Reset XForm, reset the selected, and then if I go back here, you see the XForm that's being placed upon the editable poly. I'm just going to right click and collapse that down. That'll just zero out all transformations and things like that. Makes it a lot nicer for rigging. It saves the rigger doing it, even though if I was rigging someone else's model, I would do it myself anyway. One last thing is just to check the layers. So I'm going to add a few more layers in here, which will make it a lot easier for us to navigate around once we get a more complicated rig in the scene. So let's add in 5 different layers right now. And one of these I'm going to call whip, and this is for work in progress. Whoops, let's get rid of that. Let's get in here as well, and just one is SKEL for skeleton. Another one is RIG for rig, and GEO for geo, not grow. GEO for geo. And the last one we'll name as CTRL for control. These names aren't arbitrary by any means. I use a generic naming system that I use if I can. Obviously, if you're working on a specific production, you'll be given a naming convention unless you're the guy setting it up. But if I can, I normally use this one, and depending on whichever production I'm in, if they don't already have one set up, I'll definitely push for this. I'm so used to it, it's really easy for me to know exactly what everything is in each scene. And even when it goes through passed from me into, say, effects, if I was the rigger, it goes to the character effects guys or an effects artist. I know exactly what's coming through. So with that said, let's grab all of the geometry and then just put this into the geometry layer. And it just means now that I know exactly what's in the scene, where it is, and it's going to be very easy for me just to add stuff in when I need to and be able to find it. So with that done, it's ready to start rigging. So let's get some joints in here.